Welcome back for part 2. This is my DIY pond aeration setup.
Yeah, so we're back up here. This is the end, and this was supposed to attach right to the actual pump. Okay, screw in, and everything would be good, except for I am probably 75 foot short. So I'm going to order another 100 foot roll, and then once that comes in, we'll continue this little video here, and we'll test it to see if we got a good system here or what. So I'm sure it will work. That pump is so strong that it can't help but work, really. So all right. So let me order that. I'm going to go up right now and I'll order it. It'll be maybe 3 days. So this is 3 days from now. Yeah, 3 days from now we'll have a new pump, and I'll just need one of those hose connectors in here. I'll remove this right now, matter of fact. If I can find my little screwdriver again, my handy dandy screwdriver. I'll remove this. It won't take much to remove it, just a little. That's actually probably loose enough. Yeah, just loosen it up a little bit. It bit into that plastic pretty good, but I don't think it scored it enough to damage it. I put a little extra tight because it's going to be up there right at the pump, and there's going to be a little drape coming off of it, so I want to make sure it held. You could use 2 of these, but that's unnecessary. A little overkill. Yeah, put a little bit of a depression in there. A little imprint. So I might have a little problem getting this off. If I can't get it off, I'll just cut it off. Nah, it came off. Yep, no damage. So I'll connect this to the other end, and I'm going to go ahead and wrap this end up here so no critters crawl in it. Sometimes, you know, I could get tape or something like that, and I may yet, but I'm just going to seal it up with this. Seems to be sticking to the PVC tube pretty well anyway, and I'll just wrap the daylights out of this thing here for 2 reasons, so I won't lose the plastic out here by the pond and that. So there's going to be a big globule on the end here, hopefully. Kind of hard to do with these rubber gloves. They want to stick. Run it on down here a little bit, just ensuring that it's going to be a good seal. You know, in case it rains or something. I mean, it's not going to damage anything if it rains, really. But go over it again. Wrap her up. Wrap it up. So like that. That should be good. And that'll hold for several days out here. And I'll just drop her on the ground and let her stay. And we'll come back here and reconnect this here, and we'll get everything hooked up and do a test here in about 2 days or so. But it'll look like magic to you. So let's do a little magic. Okay, are you ready? 3 days is gonna go by. Bling! Blam! I'm back. Hey, we're out here at the pond and I'm connecting up these hoses. I just got a delivery. I mean, the guy just drove away about 10 minutes ago. So we're gonna hook up the rest of this and we're gonna string this out here. Let's connect it right in front of your very eye. Remember, I just wrap this up tight. Now watch, I won't be able to get it undone. Probably won't be able to get it undone. Ooh, look at all this. I wrapped the heck out of it. Oh well. That's what I do. I'll overdo it. I'll pick that up in a second. So, this is coming from the pond down there. And I gotta get a barb like this. Okay, that's a 2 connection barb, just a connector. And then I need 2 hose clamps too, or we'll have leaks. We don't want leaks. So I'm going to feed one on one side, one on the other, just like this. And then hopefully this slides right in that tube. Oh, perfect fit. And then this one on this one. Perfect fit. Wow. All right, now get my handy dandy scissors in my front pocket. Hey, how's everybody doing tonight anyway? So good, I hope. So I'll make sure I go right in the middle of this, okay? When I tighten this here, okay, the brass piece in the middle here, hose clamp here, you know how this works. Whoops, gotta get this going the right direction. And just tighten her up. Tighten her up. It's gonna be that easy, maybe. And then at the end of the season, see, then I'll be able to coil this whole, what is this, 250 foot roll up. Be a sizable roll, but I'll be able to connect it, disconnect it rather, and roll it all up and store it in a warm facility for the next season. And here we go again. Make sure that hose is pushed in all the way. Boom, like that. You got the little brass nut shown in the middle. And yep, the brass is on the outside and inside. Go right about the middle. Tighten the baby up. These hose clamps are simple to use. I have stripped some out before though, so you got to kind of watch that. And this is that ratcheting screwdriver, like that. Got carpal tunnel, so any help I can get. Okay, you don't want to overdo it because then they'll strip it out. Oh yeah, that's good and tight. So now, now we're going to stretch it out up here. I'm going to go the other side of that bush right there and head on up. So you'll see me uncoil this before your very eyeballs. With any luck. Just straightening it out there. Straightening it out here a little bit. No. Yeah, sorry about that. I kind of goofed up. I went on the wrong side of that hedgerow. I was supposed to go on the inside over there. So that's what we've done. All the way up to the chicken coop. And I'll get the pond pump set up in the chicken coop. And we'll get it all connected up and see if we've got air pressure out of the pond. Okay, we're back inside of the chicken coop foyer right now. I've got the pond pump set up on L brackets and a chunk of 2x6 underneath of it. It's all temporarily set there. I'm looking for a proper placement. I have electricity coming out to the chicken coop, so I'm able to plug it into this over here, which is a timer. Whoops, if I can back up here a little bit. A timer. I have my electricity right here coming through. I normally have it hooked up to a fan for the chicken coop, but right now it's hooked up to the pond pump. And we'll step outside here. You can see how the air tube is running just haphazardly through here. It's just set up temporarily. I haven't permanently put it up yet. But so this is the pump and it's running, runs fine. So hold on and I'll show you the rest of the setup here. Okay, so I've got this strung all the way into the chicken coop. And you saw where the pump was connected and running fine. And we're just going to run down here and check the line here. Like I said, this is temporarily going to be set on top of the ground. I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to trench it in this season or probably next season, because this is all told, let's see, has 250 foot of airline. There's a connection right there. I'm not seeing or hearing anything negative. That's perfect. And we're going down here. We'll check this other fitting. This is a disconnection point here, so that at the end of the year, I'll be able to, I'm not hearing or seeing anything leaking there either. So that's the disconnection point. It's just two hose ends together. And I'm not hearing or seeing anything negative. It goes down out here, subsurface, out to the pond pump. Let's go around here where you see a little bit better. So everything seems to be working fine. I'm very happy with it. I was kind of apprehensive about this whole length, but man, that thing's bubbling pretty good. Check it out. I do have a leak, it sounds like, right here. Yes, I do have a leak right here. You hear that? Now let's get down here and check it out. Yeah, I've got a leak right here. Let's see what kind of leak this is. So at least we know we're getting really good air pressure. But you see, let's see where the leak is. Oh, this is going to be an easy fix. That'll be an easy fix. All right. Right here. So all I have to do is cut this section off right here and hose bib right to that. This is great. I've got a little bit of pull. I can pull it. This will be fine. This will be fine. So as long as it's out of the ground or out of the water, you won't be able to hear it. But see, that's connected. This is that same airline tube, and it's connected to, that's weighted, okay? And it goes out here, maybe 25 foot out, and this thing is roaring. Now, like I said, you only run this for a half hour and then off a half hour. On a half hour, off a half hour. And you do that intermittently for a total of 3 hours. All right, so we got it going. Good deal. Thanks for watching.